It finally took us a little bit of time to come up with something that makes sense at a good price to address that customer who wants that option. So we do have one model on our line, and that's the BS technology, and it's the Extra Eco BS wiggle stick, okay? Because it rides like a wiggle stick. It just like wiggles around the mountain, and I'll explain the whole thing to you guys. And here's a little bit about the technology. It shows how it's a flat board, and it's got a 3D core. So because of the 3D core, basically it's a base high board, and when you're riding, the edges aren't really a factor unless you choose to engage the edges. So super sick design, and I'm going to totally show you how Jason busted it out. This is an earlier wood core, one of the first protos. And so as you can see, our wood cores, first of all, are super thin, which that's why our boards are like light and flexy, but we put tons of carbon and Kevlar, so they're super poppy and rad. So this is the base of the wood core that goes inside a snowboard. Okay, this entire area, which is the contact area between the bindings, is not touching the edges aren't touching the snow. The board is base high when you're riding flat. However, when you initiate a turn, it's initiated right here as a contact point. So if you initiate your turn and engage the rail on this board, boom, your rail's there. So it's kind of like there's no difference once you do that. So if you intentionally want to plant a turn, you plant that rail right at the contact point like you would, and it's almost like you commit to your turns, and dude, it's like no different. But if you're flat basing it, whatever, basically you can go like this all day long, but the moment you intentionally want to plant an edge, boom, it's there. I swear it's like James Bond, like edges needed now, boom. So it's kind of a funny story though. I accidentally pocket dialed my boyfriend like at the beginning of my run, and it's like you hear me go shh, shh, and then you hear like sing, and then you hear like shh, shh, and I'm like, dude, I swear it's the board. It is not me. It's the board. And so it was a really cool experience. Like I would just try to catch an edge. I couldn't track and slush or anything. So for the people who want that product, I think it's great. We actually stitch our sidewalls into the wood core. Like I've been working in the industry for a long time. I haven't personally. I know other people do it, but this is just like fine details that go into our snowboards. Like yeah, they are a price-friendly snowboard, but by no means do we cut back on any of like the technology. So this is the Extra Eco snowboard. It's a twin tip snowboard, and the way that we came up with this design is we really wanted to be green and come up with like a recycled snowboard. So we call like one or two of the only plastic suppliers in the globe, on the globe, and they're like, no, we only supply to Burton and Solomon, I think. So like it's not about being green, it's about making more money. So we're in the office, me, Jason, and Todd, like, dude, that sucks. Eco cells, you know, this and that and the other. And so like basically that's how we came up with a lot of the stuff on this. If you look at it, it's like, you know, it's only a lie if you don't believe it or whatever. The eco choice, or the polar bear tears, the friendly fuel, that cracks me up. This used to say green is the new black, like that's pretty rad. And of course the carbon footprint and sex, I mean eco cells, like working with the gals over at B4BC, and this is a whole tribute to boobs, basically. What you see this like print on the background? That's actually a sick honeycomb print. Oh, what? Yeah. So what it is, it's a honeycomb print background, like this lily board, and then it's got all different slang terms for boobs.
Fun bag.
Now, I emailed all the boys and I was like, hey, give me your boob words.
Yeah.
And so we came up with this. And so all of the profits actually from this board will go to B4BC. So we're not making any money on it. You know, we're investing in the mold and producing the product, but this is the way we can give back. Like, we're a small brand. We don't have a lot of money, but if we do this, we can give back, and you know, our stores can participate.
Is it a Benatar?
It is a Benatar. Okay. It's a Benatar. It's the same price as the Benatar.